When people hear clay soil, they think it's bad for herbs because it can get hard and compacted. But for my lemongrass, clay soil actually works perfectly. It holds on to moisture longer than sandy soil. So even in dry seasons, the roots still find water deep down. 5 years ago, I uprooted a small bunch of lemongrass from my mom's garden and planted it right here. Since then, I've never watered it once, yet it grows so wildly that it blocks my walkway every single year. Today, I want to share how my lemongrass survives, thrives, and multiplies naturally, and how you can grow yours just as easily with little to no effort. When I first planted lemongrass, I didn't think too much of it. I just dug a hole in my clay soil, placed the stalk, and forgot about them. I live in an area where it rains often, so the clay soil holds moisture very well. And that means my lemongrass doesn't rely on my watering. Nature does the job for me. If you want to try this, start with a healthy stalk. You can buy them or get them from a neighbor or a family member. Plant them in a sunny spot about half a meter apart, or however you want to space them. That's all I did. Lemongrass grows from underground stems called rhizomes. They spread sideways and send up new shoots. So if you don't harvest or trim it regularly, it forms a huge lump that keeps expanding. That's why mine blocks my walkway. And every few months, I cut back what I need for tea or cooking, and it always comes back stronger. My mom loves lemongrass for her herbal tea blends. It's calming and good for digestion. Whenever she runs out, I send her big bunches from my garden. This plant keeps giving. I have so much that I sometimes share with friends and neighbors too. Now let me share some tips on how to grow lemongrass with zero stress. If you want lemongrass to grow as easily as mine, what you need to do is plant it in a sunny spot first of all. Lemongrass loves direct sunlight. It loves heat. Use soil that holds some moisture. Clay soil works if it drains reasonably well, but you can also use loamy soil. Once it is established, you won't need to water much. Trim it regularly to keep it tidy and to encourage new shoots. Whenever I harvest lemongrass, the first thing I do is make a big pot of fresh tea. I cut a few stalks. I peel off the dry outer layer. I also cut out the top of the leaf. When I'm making tea, I also like to include some part of the leaves. And I also take out the roots. Then I fold the lemongrass stalk to release the flavor. You can crush or chop them into pieces. This is after washing them thoroughly, of course. I boil them in water for about 10 to 15 minutes. The aroma is soothing, citrusy, and fresh. I drink lemongrass tea often, and here is why. Lemongrass tea is calming and can help reduce stress and anxiety. It can help with bloating or stomach discomfort. Some people drink it to help regulate cholesterol and blood pressure. It is naturally caffeine free, so I can enjoy it any time of the day. Is it safe to drink every day? Well, for most people, yes. A cup or two daily is generally safe and healthy. However, if you're pregnant, nursing, or having a certain medical condition, it is best to check with your doctor. Lemongrass can have mild effects on blood pressure and circulation. Lemongrass is just a simple herbal tea I enjoy daily, straight from my garden. It saves me money, no need for extra watering, and the more I harvest, the more it grows back. Lemongrass is also an amazing mosquito repellent if you know how to use it properly. So sometimes I harvest a big chunk, dry them and burn it, or even squeeze the leaves to release the intense aroma. If you do that, you can place it in corners of your house and all the mosquitoes will disappear. Lemongrass has an intense citrusy smell that mosquitoes hate. So if you've been thinking about growing lemongrass at home, this is your sign to try it. Plant it once, let nature do the work, and enjoy endless fresh herbal tea whenever you want. I'm sure you already know that lemongrass is not just used for teas or mosquito repellent. It can also be used to add flavor to your meals, like your pepper soup. I know that I add lemongrass sometimes to my pepper soup. Even though lemongrass is a tough plant, it can attract a few pests from time to time. The most common are aphids, spider mite, and rust fungus. Oh, and whiteflies too. But here's the most interesting part. In my garden, I actually don't do anything about them. I mean, concerning the pest of my lemongrass. I've seen a few spots here and there, but somehow the plant finds a way to heal itself and bounce right back. Maybe it's the sun, the soil, or even rain, or just how strong lemongrass naturally is. So if you notice a few bugs or spots, don't panic. Trim off old leaves if needed. Let the plant breathe, and it usually takes care of itself. I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye.